Alright, what's up my brothers, coming at you with an emergency video, because today we got some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Everybody's shaking right now, everybody's excited, a lot of suckers are mad as well, and everyone is just throwing their opinions out. It's diarrhea at Warfare 3, y'all know what I'm saying? But today we are gonna be talking about some 43 big gameplay changes for Modern Warfare 3. And I have seen a ton of gameplay right now, right? And to me, the gameplay is looking kind of odd, though. The gameplay is looking kind of odd, but you guys gotta understand that this is pre-skill-based matchmaking Warfare 3. This is pre-bundles Warfare 3. So it's looking like a snack right now. Obviously, it's gonna be a $70 DLC patch right now. But guys, we're gonna get right into the video. Let's go for 5 likes on the video. And as always, know this, that the spirit of, not the friendly UAV online, but the spirit of emo blame truth lived through us all. We about to nitpick this sucker hard, boys. Let's get into it. Let's go for 5 likes. Put your seat belts on, because it's going down. Okay,
in the meantime, I wanted to take a look at some of the key and large changes that you can expect to see in Modern Warfare 3 if you decide to jump into it. We've got a lot to run down, so...
How many of you guys are planning to buy? 1 if yes, 2 if not, but I gotta be real. We talked about it even yesterday, that the gameplay is looking fire, though. You know, the gameplay is looking fine. Maps are obviously Modern Warfare 2 2009, and the maps are looking good. The color palettes especially, looking...
Not delay too much, let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoy the video, you find it idle insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it.
Yeah,
and if you're new to the channel,
boys.
consider subscribing to stay video with all things Modern Warfare 3. We've got a lot upcoming, so I'd love to have you in the community. For now,
we got a lot of bundles coming, boys.
Let's jump into what are some of the big important changes that you should be aware of in Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer. Let's start out with Create a Class.
Okay.
So Create a Class is kind of what almost looks like...
I want to know about skill-based matchmaking. I want to know about bundles as well, because I feel like that Create a Class is going to be good, but let's see if it's good or not.
A modified pick 10,
on,
if you want to call it that. I don't think we'll ever get any confirmation of it, but to me, there's this feeling that it may have been the initial tone for design, but then shifted somewhere along the line. But you have things like vests, weapons, lethals, tacticals, and then gear. Vests are one of the major departures here from what's different, especially from Modern Warfare 2, but also in a more overarching feel as well. Vests, I almost feel like are similar to classes, not entirely, but they set the tone for how your entire build will go for each individual.
Okay, the vest comes with the game, right? So you pay $70 and you get the vest with it? Or you have to buy like with that $20 bundle? Because I really want to know about it, because if it comes for free if you pay $70, then okay, that's fine. But if you have to pay another $20, then I mean, get them all, bruh.
Custom class, offering up almost perk-like bonuses to your class as is, to which then you can add in individual gear items or perks, as we'll touch on in a second, to add on top of that. These will, at a top level, give you some attributes for your class, and then from there you can edit how you wish. Some offering more, some offering less. Now, in the beta build here, we have things like the Infantry Vest, which increases tac sprint duration and reduces refresh time. The Engineer Vest, which allows players to spot enemy equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks through walls while aiming down sights, highlights them for your team, and it grants
it grants faster field upgrade recharge. Okay, I mean, okay, not too bad, honestly. Like, the changes seems kind of odd, though. I mean, they could have gone in like multiple different routes, and the fact that they're going this route, okay, honestly, not bad. Kind of surprised that it sounds kind of natural, but still kind of new. It kind of feels like, but bruh, like, this, make no mistake, this is a $70 DLC patch, though. It should have been, we should have had this in Modern Warfare 2, though. This is why it's Modern Warfare 2 remaster maps and not Modern Warfare 3 remaster maps. When are we gonna get Modern Warfare 3 remaster maps? Are we gonna get that in Modern Warfare 4? That don't even make sense, bruh.
Faster field upgrade recharges. However, it also comes with hidden benefits here, where you can take an additional tactical and gain an additional gear slot at the cost of not having a lethal equipment. Your gunner vest, this is something that deploys...
Damn, and here I was thinking that it's also gonna bring in this friendly... Yeah, okay, it needs to not bring the hidden friendly UAV online, though. Okay, I'm glad it's not. But we also got the Gunner Vest. Ooh, deployed with max ammo, improved reload.
With max ammo and improves reload speed, but also grants players overkill, which is 2 primaries at the cost of no ability to adjust your boot category of gear. And then finally, your Demolition Vest allows players to resupply lethal and tactical equipment every 25 seconds, but also grants players 2 times lethals at no real penalty. So you can see what I kind of mean in regards to setting the tone for your overall class or playstyle with each custom class. This is not...
I miss the Pig 10 system, though. How many of you suckers actually played the Black Ops 2, man? Me and my homies would be on it 24/7, all day, every day. That Pig 10 system was the goatee, though. but I don't mind this one either. I feel like the Call of Duty weapons, the customization, gunplay, and the gameplay, 60 FPS has been good for like the last few years. I mean, it was always good, even since the beginnings of the Call of Duty, even back in Black Ops 1, even World at War. The gameplay has always been good. These suckers always try to create problems. For example, removing the minimap, bringing it back, and then hyping people up and hyping suckers up. But Call of Duty problem has never been about the gameplay or how smooth it feels, because it always feels smooth though. So
all of the vests, there were a handful more when
we gotta talk about some bigger aspects like skill-based matchmaking, bundles, this and that, the content that we're gonna get in the future, because the gameplay, quite frankly, looking pretty good though.
Played back in August at Sledgehammer Studio, one of which the Assassin vest was kind of overpowered at that point. It granted you an additional gear option, plus gave you Ghost to the degree that you didn't have to move, whereas you do have to move if you want to use that Ghost TV camo gear.
Oh, that's
we'll get to in a second.
That's
Another
good,
major addition here for the Creator class is the new attachment filtering system. New with Modern Warfare 3's Gunsmith is now the ability to search for specific attachment attributes. Right now, there's no detailed stats in the beta build. That will be there for the main launch, but it will apparently sort...
Okay, I hope so, because usually Call of Duty betas are final games. So if you don't see something in the beta, well, god damn, okay, it's not gonna be in the final product. But okay, if you say so, Equalize Espresso. But yeah, this is gonna be like a reactive camo. You get it, I believe, through paying like $100, and you get that. And I'm talking about $100 USD. Oh shit! That's gonna be like 150 with the taxes if you're in Canada, like me in Canada, bro. This game is gonna be $100 base with taxes for Canada, man. I'm almost gonna hit like 104, 106, something like that. Let me know where you guys are, man. These joints be costing a penny though.
Based on top to bottom effectiveness for categories that you'd like to see in creating a loadout, making it much easier, in my opinion, if you like hyper focus on one aspect or even just want to iron things out to be evenly built. You have the ability to choose from mobility, recoil control, fire rate, damage, accuracy, range, and handling, and then other things like locked and unlocked attachments, as well as aftermarket parts and those conversion kits. We also see new and returning attachments, touching on attachments slightly.
Yo, that first slate reflector, the normal red outside, that's from Van Garbage though. Yeah, that's what some suckers were. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Stop the cap.
Nah, no cap. That's straight up from Van Garbage though. I mean, we're talking about Sledgehammer in my balls, so I mean, Van Garbage also had a decent gameplay. Let me be real. Like, yeah, the gameplay was kind of smooth for Van Garbage, but the game setting is what kind of killed it, man, with the Polina and babushkas and whatnot. No, I'm saying.
I don't want to go too far into depth with this because there are still a handful, honestly, like dozens, and maybe
that one was you see this one? We're going frame by frame. Come on now, okay? It's lagging. Okay, I should just hit like bruh. Yeah.
Lightly. I don't want to go too far into depth.
Yeah, this one. You saw that, right? That is from the Van Garbage.
Because there are still a handful, honestly, like dozens and maybe even hundreds of attachments added in with this, because it's the same thing that we see with Modern Warfare 2's weapons, where you have attachments unlocked with every single weapon, and well, it's a whole new game of weapons. Without going too far into depth with this, you can see that there's a ton of these added. There's things like the Slate Reflector and Night Arm Model 2023, those being sort of returning optics from prior Sledgehammer games, but
you know. Yeah, honestly, it's looking kind of odd. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
I'm shaking.
I'm hella excited for this game to watch on YouTube right now, bro. Like, I'm dead ass gonna be watching. I'm skipping this year, guys. But those of you that are hella hyped to buy, I hope this game turns out good, because it's looking really good right now. Honestly, it's feeling good. For me personally, but only on YouTube, because I've done this year after year. This is gonna be the first Call of Duty I skip, guys. But if it turns out to be $40 and I get it for 40, then I might cop later, though.
Even an ELO site dubbed the MK23 Reflector, which I'm incredibly happy is back. I miss the ELO sites tremendously. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about perk rebalancing. As we mentioned, gear is the big part here out of this, and that's how your perks are classified. Some are more focused in the way of vests, gloves, and boots, others just categorized as gear. Now, this is not all of them, but here's what the beta will hold. Gloves, you have the...
Yo, oh my god, where is Emo Blame for that? Where is Emo Blame for that? Not this friendly UAV, I mean, get the F out. Yo, in the spirit of Emo Blame Truth, man, this game better have some elephant-sized footsteps, bro. Elephant-sized, or the sound is gonna be like elephant-like, I should say. Bruh. It's gonna be elephant-sized, make no goddamn mistake, but it's also, man, it's gonna be loud as shiza, bro. Like, you know, every time you would call in like a chopper, it's always like this. it always sounds like that, but with this footsteps, it's gonna be sounding like this. Do you hear this? I'm not sure if you hear this or not, but bruh, it's gonna be loud as a mother effer.
Just categorized as gear. Now this is not all of them, but here's what the beta will hold. Gloves, you have the quick grip gloves, which increase weapon swap speed, which is essentially your fast hands. Scavenger gloves resupply ammo and throwing knives from dead players, that being scavenger. Okay. Commando gloves reload while sprinting, kind of giving you effects of versions of gung ho.
Yeah, these are free, right? Or do I have to pay like $20 in the microtransaction
boots?
shop?
You have the lightweight boots, which increase movement speed and swim speed while reducing noises while swimming, which is similar to your light.
Nah, son, let me actually bring my mic closer. It's gonna be this loud, guys. You ready? I don't think you're ready. Okay, check this. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be this loud. It's gonna be this loud, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for that.
Lightweight, but also kind of tying into the next one, climbing boots increase climbing and mantling speed while reducing fall damage, which is kind of your lightweight pro effects of past. The stalker boots increase strafe and ADS movement speeds, which is just stalker. The tactical pads increase slide distance and allow for full ADS while sliding, and increases the stance transition speeds and crouch movement speeds. The covert sneakers eliminate footstep audio, essentially your dead silence. And the
cap!
Stop the cap!
That's cap. There is no way these suckers are gonna silence it. I feel like this is just one massive cap. They're probably gonna nerf it. They're probably gonna patch it later on once everybody has bought it, and they're gonna be like, too bad. There is no way we're gonna do that, okay? It was a mistake, guys. We were not supposed to make it all silent. They're probably gonna pull that Infinity retard card. But here's the thing, okay, jokes aside though. I got to agree, man, like Sledgehammer Games has always been good for listening to the feedback. I know, guys, like they're hyping up using the features that we had 10 years ago. They first remove it, then bring it back and call it brand new. I get that, right? Like suckers be talking about it. I read your comments all day, every day, and I know what you guys thinking as well. But like, I gotta still give them a little bit of credit though. I genuinely feel like that if this game was like $30 or $40, it would have been insane. I feel like that then the complaints would be quite few if they were going the route of free to play, because let's be real, they're treating this game like free to play. I get it that some of you suckers are like, bruh, no, don't make it free, because then there's gonna be cheaters. Guys, there's still gonna be cheaters. I get it, if it's free there's gonna be a lot more, but we're also gonna have a lot, the player pool will be bigger as well, and the players that don't cheat are also gonna be bigger. The player count is gonna be bigger of those that cheat and those that do not cheat. So it's gonna balance everything out at the end of the day, because they're treating like free-to-play games, selling microtransactions, bundles every single week, even though the game is full price, 70 USD, right? So I genuinely feel like that it should have been like $20, $30, if not make it free to play.
Then you have your gear of the EOD padding, which reduces damage from non-kill streak explosives and fire, basically EOD. Tac mask reduces that strength of enemy flash, stuns, and gas grenades, with immunity to shock, EMP, and snapshot grenades, again, essentially tac mask. Mission control comlink reduces kill streaks by 1 or by a score of 125, essentially your hardline. The bone conduction.
Can a brother get like 2 points instead of 1?
Headset reduces combat noise, allowing improved identification of enemy footsteps and gunshots, which is essentially awareness of prior games. The LR detector warns of hostile laser and radiation sources, and Ghost TV camo while moving blocks detection from UAVs and enemy radar sources, as well as heartbeat sensors, essentially your Ghost. So again, you can see how it's kind of perks, but just recategorized and re-put into different packaging, but that's how it's going to work here at this. Now, let's talk a little bit about weaponry before we jump into anything else, really. There's a lot of new and returning weapons here, and again, these are not...
Yeah, I think Favela is gonna be more like Dorwella, right? Like, Dorwella, this map is gonna be campers heaven, I think, yeah. Like, even Espresso is camping big time, though. He's playing more like tactically, I wouldn't say camping. Tactically, that's what I would say. But the gameplay is looking very, very smooth, very, very good to my Call of Duty player eye, or, you know, somebody who started playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. Man, I'm hella hyped to watch this on YouTube, though.
All of the weapons in the full launch of the game, but instead what will be there in the beta. For the assault rifles, we have the SVA 545, the MTZ 556, the MCW, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is probably one of my favorites to play around with. It was a beast, 0 recoil. Then you have the battle rifles of the MTZ 762 and the Bass B. You have the SMGs of the Rival 9 and AMR 9, as well as the Striker. You had the shotguns of the Riveter and the Lockwood 680.
Yo, that's a haymaker, bruh! That's a haymaker, son! Yo, that's a haymaker, deadass though. It also has the M27 vibe from the Black Ops 2 Nuketown Zombies. I remember, like, on Nuketown Zombies you could have got the M27. Yeah, it has a little bit of that vibe, but big Black Ops 3 Haymaker vibe though.
The LMGs of the Holger 26 and the Pulemyot 762,
G3,
the marksman rifles of the MTZ Interceptor and MCW 6.8, the sniper rifles of the Longbow and the KV Inhibitor, the pistols of the WSP Stinger, which is the micro.
The only Longbow is gonna be friendly. That's gonna be the Longbow, guys.
Uzi, the Renetti, and the Core 45, and the launchers of the Pila. Let's talk about some actual gameplay, gear, and equipment mix-ups here with this. Firstly, Battle Rage is now a tactical equipment rather than a field upgrade. You have new items in the tacticals of the EMD grenade, which applies a tracking device to enemies' hits.
I heard that as Emo Blame Truth Nade or something like that, though.
Revealing them on your team's minimap. The Scatter Mine, which throws a field of mines across a wide area that detonates when enemies come within range. Not liking the sound of that one. The lethals, you have the Breacher Drone, which is an explosive drone that is automated and goes towards enemies. The Thermobaric Grenade was added, which is basically a thermite. Then you have the field upgrades of the Comm Scrambler, which disables comms, and enemies won't be able to call in streaks. Enemy UAVs also will not reveal players.
Okay, if enemies cannot call the UAV, I mean, friendly UAV online will be a thing, though. I mean, let's be real, guys. Sucker's about to call in some friendly UAVs online. I mean, y'all suckers gotta stop, okay? Y'all suckers gotta stop
in that scrambler,
that,
giving ghost to that sort of shrouded area. The med box deploys a box of medical supplies for your team, and the ACS is the automated computer spike, which captures points and temporarily hacks enemy devices. Now, jumping into multiplayer in particular, not necessarily like out of action combat, naturally, all the gameplay stuff we've touched on since the reveal is in this build. Slide canceling, reload canceling, red dots on the minimap, health increases.
Yo, it does sound like the original Modern Warfare 2 though. I'm like, oh my god, I'm shaking.
Oh, I'm shaking!
But man, after that price, knowing that how lazy these suckers are, bruh. Because these are beloved maps. I'm not complaining about the maps, but I'm just complaining about the laziness that some of these devs got. Guys, even if you're liking this, because I'm liking this right now, let's be objective, man. This is absolute laziness, though. These suckers are bringing back what we had 10 years ago, and what we had 10 years ago was actually kind of good. So they are bringing that back and modernizing it. It's looking good, looking fun, but guys, for $70, I mean, come on now, man. They did zombies dirty, though, but I've seen a lot of gameplay for zombies after the fact. I will link you that in just a little bit, but I've seen a ton of that, and even zombies gameplay is looking kind of odd to me when I think of it as Modern Warfare 3 2011 OG survival mode, right? If I think of it like a zombies mode, then I'm getting disappointed, hella disappointed, because you cannot play solo, right? 1 hour time limit, no pausing. If you want to drop a hot shiza, then you cannot, because you're gonna be in the middle of the game. That does not work. And if you're an introvert like me, then get the F out, okay? There is no place for introverts. You gotta have a team of 4 or 5, a total of 6, 24 players even as well, so
to 150 at base, dead silence is a perk as we touched on, and much more. That stuff we've already talked about, but let's jump into some stuff that we have not yet talked about. Firstly, map voting here is something we see and will see within the beta, which will allow all players to vote on one of 2 specific maps that are granted here.
Guys, it's finally coming back. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. We had that years ago, bro. That wasn't even a problem. And these suckers removed that. They even removed Prestige. Are we getting Prestige back? I want to know.
In that mode you're queuing for. Fingers crossed this also means the removal of disbanding lobbies, or at least a lessening of it. But anyways, we also see that the matches will
probably not gonna happen because of skill-based matchmaking.
Start with infill fades from black and white to color. Not a huge deal, but also not my personal favorite. It is what it is. We see specific spawn points are slightly adjusted here and different. I didn't get much playtime before the stream earlier today. Like when I'm making this video, I had a couple of games under my belt during our tech test the day before here.
Yeah, it's looking like a mobile game here, but
so we had like 2 or 3 games or so, but not all the spawns are the same. The one that I noticed was High Rise's infill was in the center of the office for my team, which is very
wow! You see the colors though? From black and white to color, god damn, that blasted.
Much so
that
not what it was back in the day, where you were in that back corner and you pushed out for that cross-map sniping point. But on the other hand, I didn't get to play the standard modes like TDM or Domination, but instead we played Kill Confirmed, which was a mode that was not in the original Modern Warfare 2, so who knows, maybe that is something that is changed and only that mode that I played is a little different.
Yo, that Elo side is giving me big, like, Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare vibes though.
So there's no fly-in animation like we've talked about in prior games upon spawn, which is much needed not to have that, I think. Great that we don't have it, and I don't know really how it fits in here, just kind of talking spawns and throwing it in there. honestly, I'd like to let it be known that some of the spawns are horrible. So that's going to be something that will be worked out. Those aren't definitive.
There we go, boys! The spawns are gonna be horrible. I mean, damn, bro, who would have thought? Who would have thought, ladies and gentlemen? But we ended up also getting some Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gameplay, and this is by far the only one that is looking decent, though. We had 20 minutes of gameplay. Click on this video on the screen. And yeah, the gameplay is looking good when you think of it as something else, though. If you ever play the OG Zombies and you're gonna think like that, then you're gonna be hella disappointed. But check it out and let me know your thoughts.